Have you ever wondered if it's possible to turn the deepest, most profound suffering into a mission to help the entire world? Well, today we're diving into a story that does exactly that, blending ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science. And this, right here, is the heart of it all. This is the story of Kosuke Okumura, and this single quote, man, it's the why behind everything. It's the engine that drives his incredible work.
So here's how we're going to walk through his journey. First, we'll look at the mission born from his past. Then, the science that gave him a framework. Next, and this is my favorite part, how he blended Eastern and Western ideas. Then we'll get practical with rituals for our own lives. And finally, see the amazing school he's building from all this.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Okumura's story kicks off with a foundation of severe abuse in his childhood that, didn't just stop there, it followed him into his adult life. Now, a past like that could have easily led to a life of despair. But for him, it became the exact reason, the catalyst for his life's work.
And this is the turning point. At age 30, instead of letting that past define him, he makes this huge decision to go to college. And this wasn't just about getting a piece of paper. It was a deliberate search for knowledge, a quest to understand his own pain and figure out how to transform it into a purpose that could actually help people.
So, on this quest for answers, he stumbles into something much bigger than just a few theories in a textbook. He discovers an entire scientific field dedicated to what makes life truly worth living. And, crucially, a mentor to show him the way.
This is the field he found, positive psychology. And what he learned was a game changer. Happiness isn't just some random passing feeling that you hope to catch. Nope, it's a skill. It's something you can actually study, understand, and most importantly, practice and get better at.
You know the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears? Well, that's what happened here. Studying with one of the world's leading experts on happiness gave Okumura this solid, scientific framework to really break down what makes up a good, flourishing life.
And this is that framework, the SPIRE model. And I love this because it shows that happiness isn't just one thing. It's about whole being. It's this beautiful balance of spiritual meaning, physical health, keeping your mind engaged, your relationships strong, and your emotions resilient. And the key is, they're all connected.
But, okay, here is where Okumura's real genius shines. He didn't just take this Western model and run with it. No, his true innovation was fusing it with the deep, powerful wisdom of his own Japanese culture.
This slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you have these practical, scientific tools like the SPIRE model and gratitude journals. But then he weaves them together with these profound cultural values like Gaman, that quiet, steady perseverance, and Anshin, or inner peace. And at the absolute core of this is the idea of Anshin. Now, this isn't just about feeling calm for a minute. It's a deep, stable, bedrock sense of inner peace. And in Japanese philosophy, getting to this state isn't some luxury. It's considered a fundamental part of a life well lived.
So this all sounds amazing, right? But how do we actually bring this into our own lives? Well, Okumura's answer isn't about brute force or willpower. It's about something much more graceful, rituals.
This quote absolutely nails it. Think about it. We all try to use willpower for New Year's resolutions. And how often does that work? Not very, right? It just burns out. The research is clear. The most effective way to create lasting change is through small, consistent daily rituals.
And these are the kinds of rituals we're talking about. Simple things anyone can do. For example, some incredible research found that people who just took a few minutes each night to write down 5 things they were grateful for were measurably happier. It's that simple, that practical. So this entire journey, from his own personal trauma to the science of happiness and this beautiful blend of ideas, it's all been leading up to this, the final phase of his mission, creating something real, something tangible to give back to the world.
He's literally building it, the Happiness Ranch School. It's a real place, surrounded by nature, designed from the ground up to be an environment where kids and adults can come and actually learn the skills of happiness.
And the vision for this school is just, wow. It's so brilliant. He's creating this sustainable, circular system. Adults who want to learn about well-being can pay for retreats, and that money directly funds a free, world-class education and therapy for kids in need, kids who are going through the same kind of stuff he did.
Kosuke Okumura's entire journey sends such a powerful message, doesn't it? That happiness isn't something that just magically happens to you. It is a skill. It's something you can build, you can practice, and you can learn. And when you do that, you don't just lift yourself up, you create a world where you can lift up others too. So let me ask you, what's one small ritual you could start today?